Oh, welcome to Fantasy Island, where all your fantasies come true.
The plane!
The plane.
Archers, attack! Keep firing! Let none escape! Another down! Do not relent!
Straight at the Scarlet Halls and halfway to BlizzCon, I'm Slidewhistle.
I am Immunization.
I'm Aaron, Fire Mage Extraordinaire and Horrid Punching Bag.
And this is episode 22, the big 2-2 of Do Not Relent. We can almost rent a car.
I don't know about
years.
you, but I'm feeling episode 22 needs to be at least less than an hour because we have to get ready for raid.
I'm spamming twos in the chat.
2.
Okay, well, I guess we can start with saying, we did it, America. They're fixing Sonic the Hedgehog. Aaron, what are your thoughts?
I am conflicted. I'm very happy that they are fixing him, that they're taking steps to make sure he is right. I am all for the hashtag Gotta Fix Fast campaign.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that's the official campaign, Gotta Fix Fast. But I don't want it to happen too fast, because I know that this will now, it's not as simple as just like putting a new model in and just putting the animations in. They literally have to remake the movie.
It's going to take so long. They need to push the date back, right?
That's
they're
what I was
not
going to say,
to.
is they need to push the date back, but Sony doesn't want to upset investors and stuff like that, like bigwigs who put money behind it, so I don't think they will, and a bunch of artists are going to suffer for it.
I'm honestly surprised that they even acknowledged all of the backlash to begin with.
I thought they were just going to cut and dry and be like, nope, this is what the movie is. It'll bomb, but not everyone needs to do well. Goodbye.
Did you see that even like the Sonic video game creators went in and they were like, good job.
Yeah,
Hated
even
it over the Sonic.
Yuji Naka himself, the father of Sonic, was like, yeah, maybe you guys should have left that cake in the oven for a little bit longer.
That means that they didn't even ask that man. Like, you would think you want to go to the source material, right?
Yuji Naka hasn't been a part of Sonic in forever, and I know that segues into an easy, like, well, he's been shitty since then. It is unfortunately also the case. But, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yuji Naka has not contributed to a Sonic game since I think like 2003. So it doesn't surprise me that they didn't talk to him.
They've just been crying in the corner for a while then. He's just like, please, my boy. My boy. Well, I guess we can start off with talking about what we did in WoW, because that's what we always do. So it's not really a surprise. Aaron, what did you do in WoW this week?
WoW this week, we started our first official new raid schedule, which was Tuesday, like it always has been, but then also Wednesday. And I'm telling you,
Wednesday.
It felt a lot better because I didn't have that weird off day of like, what are we going to do tomorrow? We went in there and we did some stuff and it was like, okay, gang, I'll see you back here tomorrow. So
And we actually had a sizable crew on Wednesday as opposed to our Thursdays, which have normally been like, will we have enough people to even raid?
So other than those two raid days, I went on a personal trip, and other than that, oh shit, no, I just remembered something incredibly large happened. I sat down there and I picked weeds in Elwyn Forest for hours today, but Growlina is now the owner of a Silas's Magic Stone of Transfiguration.
Holy fuck.
Ooh,
The last one,
do?
you tap into it and it gives you one of like 4 random potions.
Is it as underwhelming as mine?
It has the possibility to be. Like, it gave me a healing potion that did 20% that I can do every minute when I transfigured it this time, but there is no guarantee it will be that one. So it could be like a mana potion for fire mages that never dip below 99%, and then I'm stuck with that for an hour.
Ooh. So it's kind of like the crown, but on a shorter cooldown.
It's like the
you know
crown.
How you pull a gem?
Yeah, it's almost exactly the crown, because you can only use it every hour, but you can use the thing every minute.
Okay. Well, that's something. Have you found any cauldrons in the wild? Because apparently that's a thing too.
I got it, went back to Coltiris, made a potion. I was like, that's neat, and then logged off.
Well, there's still surprises to be had. At least you're going to be just questing, and you're going to find just a weird cauldron, and you're going to take a nice sip out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And something will happen.
And I would like it to have it on record that you have to get to 225. I did make it to alchemy level 190 before I was like, fuck this, I'm buying the ingredients. And I just sat there and super powered leveled in the auction house. It may have cost me like 10k gold, but fuck it. I own this thing now that I'll hardly use.
Time is money, friend.
So, Immunization, what did you do in the World of Warcraft?
Not gonna lie, I don't think I played as much WoW this last week as I should have or have been recently. Yeah, I was a band boy. I mainly just raided and then spent a little bit of time gearing up my druid again, and he broke 370, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm. You got a nice big boy now. He's getting there.
Yeah, so he is up there now. He's no longer a little baby boy. How about you, Slide? What did you do in WoW this week?
First of all, I'm surprised nobody said why they weren't in playing WoW. It's because we were hanging out for Immune's birthday.
Happy birthday, Immune!
Wow, thanks, guys.
I did HPD. But yeah, so we were busy drinking and eating cake. So that's what we were doing over the weekend.
I ate a lot of cake. A solid 1/6 of the cake was shoved at me like, Aaron, eat this. And I sat there like David Hasselhoff with his shirt off, just eating the cake off the floor like, this is something I chose to do.
It was a delicious vegetarian hamburger. It's funny because it was a cake shaped like a hamburger. So technically it was vegetarian. But
I didn't even pick up on that. I thought it was your sister's. I was like, that's weird. She got a big burger cake. That's fair.
It was a veggie burger for Immune, and the candles, because Lauren didn't buy any candles, we just held 2 lighters, and when he blew, they pulled the fuse down. So it was very, very jank, very fun. But in WoW, I ran some Mythic Pluses. I ran a 9 and a 10 on my mage last night. Got him a nice little ring. And for some reason, Lynn, who I would say currently is probably our guild leader, I would say, right? You guys would agree with that?
Yeah, he's at least the closest to being guild leader.
He's organizing shit. We were doing Mythic Keys, and he asked me if I wanted to come along. I was on my rogue, and I was like, my rogue's like 375? I don't think he's ready for a Mythic 9. He's like, oh, it'll be fine. So I snuck my rogue into a Mythic 9. He was not ready for a Mythic 9, let me tell you. I did very little damage, less damage than the tank did. But you know what? I got him a nice fat belt today from a Mythic Cache. So that's
nice.
Beautiful. And then the Violet Proto-Jake gets even closer to being on the show. Whoa. I completed Children's Week.
I'm way over here, bro. Still a little bit of ways, but I'm inching towards you.
I'm going to see him soon. Well, not really, because I have 2 left. I have to do the Midsummer Festival, and then I have to do the Christmas event. So that's going to be a long wait. I should have fucking done it. I should have fucking finished it last year, but I just...
Yeah, that is going to be really rough, because there's an entire, third of a year where you're just going to be sitting there, 1 tick away from Jake, and he will elude your grasp.
Just doing nothing. But let me tell you, that Children's Week achievement is very fucking rude. I would say 7 of the achievements are super easy. It's like, here, eat some candy in front of your kid. Here, take your kid on 5 daily quests. Use your Hearthstone with your child out. It's like, okay, what the fuck? But then one of the last ones is it's a battleground achievement. You have to take your orphan into battlegrounds, and you have to do 4 things. You have to assault a tower on Alterac Valley. You have to capture the flag on Eye of the Storm. You have to capture a flag on Arathi Basin. And you have to do something else. And I'm like, why is this so involved? Because when you go to do it, everybody else is also trying to do it. you're just avoiding the game objectives. Like, I wasn't helping my team. I was like, fuck y'all, I'm gonna get this flag for my orphan because he wants me to win.
I am just imagining this Black Hawk Down style sea of child soldiers just running in like Altaric Valley. Like, that man fell down. Just keep moving, Junior.
He had to watch me do unspeakable things to people. Like, I was like, please close your eyes, Russell, some weird name. I have to kill these people and capture their flag. Hold strong, Russell.
It also probably makes for a pretty unenjoyable battleground experience if everyone's trying to do this as opposed to just do the normal objectives of the battleground.
Yeah, I have a quote from a man, a Death Knight, who said, "Can all you Children's Week fucks round up and get the fuck out of here?" So, there you go. There's a direct quote from people's feelings on Children's Week PvP. But now you can call me Patron Slidewhistle, because I'm your papa now.
I'm gonna call you Child's Week Fuck Slidewhistle.
I don't think I like that one as much. But alright, let's move on from this subject before we say something unspeakable.
So we already kind of hinted at it, but after changing our raid schedule, we basically just immediately decided that we were just gonna do Daza, right?
Well, unfortunately, it was not immediate. We smashed our faces into Zazzle and Falthun for about a half hour before a very defeated Lynn was like, "Guys, what's going on? What's going on, guys?" And no one had an answer as we were pulling up the portal to Borealis, like, I guess this week's not our week.
I kind of had flashbacks. I think he was morphing into Bear, like our old GM. Like, it sounded like he was like beginning to take on his like, guys, what's going on? Like, his like sad concern. Because that was the one where you were mage tanking, right? You tried it out?
Yeah. I tried mage tanking against Thule and didn't really get it until like the last push. I'm like, I'm excited to do this again. And then they were like, Growl, you can leave. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I plopped back over to the DPS line.
It also was kind of dumb, though, that we were switching up who was doing what roles when everybody who knew their old roles was still there, and we've only cleared this thing once before. It's not like it's on farm, as in jokes, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this boy was giving us some problems. But they nerfed it a little bit. It'll help us a bit. They made it so it has reduced health on LFR, normal, and heroic. It said if you have 30 people, which we never do, you will not see a change really in the health. And if you have like 15 people, 12 people, you're going to see like a 15% health reduction. So we're going to get like a 7-ish health
probably
reduction?
Like 10 to 7% reduction. Because we usually come in there with like 19, 20 people.
And it's not like we were in striking zone, I guess, of that anyway. Like, we didn't have 7% left, but it's nice to know that when we get there, it'll be easier to kill.
So we were defeated and headed over to Daza, and we just pretty quickly cleared through everything over the next day and a half of raid, and we were looking like we were going to possibly down Jaina, and Aaron would have his first Jaina kill.
The first
But then
ever.
we ran out of time.
He had the rug pulled out from under you again.
I was told that there would be a lockout, and maybe this week we could go and do it. So I'm crossing my fingers, knock on recording booth, that we just do that at the beginning, and then we can go and fight the 7% reduction council boss.
As long as everybody gets on their mains and we don't have people on their alts. Rosh, I know you listened to this podcast 2 times to find out what it was about. Don't bring that mage, young man. You gotta bring that paladin and do some damage for us. You hear?
Please, I'm begging you. You can hear my voice now. Please, I just give me this one time. Then you can blink off of the ship all you like.
At every alt switch, I can see Aaron going, no, please, everybody on their mains. We need this kill. I need this. But yeah, I mean, we should have it tonight. I think Tuesdays are our strongest nights. Well, except for Crucible, but I think we'll have it as long as he remembered to save the lockout. Then you'd be golden, baby.
Yeah, boy.
I guess we can also talk about the Mythic race. I wasn't really following it that much, like I was following the last one. But boy,
Yeah,
oh
it's a
boy.
mini raid, so I only mini paid attention to it.
Though the guilds were saying that they treat each raid just the same as it would be any other raid. So that's interesting to know. I kind of thought that like people wouldn't care as much about it because it's smaller, but no, they were fucking going at it, and it looked like it required more pools to defeat. What's his name?
Unat.
What a name! It took more pulls for Pieces, who got world first, by the way. Whoever method, Pieces is on the scene.
Pieces is like brand new, right? Isn't it like a BFA era contestant?
I've only heard of them in BFA. I'm not sure if they've been around for a while. I really can't say. We need to get our Mythic Raider correspondent on here.
But what I'm hearing is Pieces confirmed for Brawl.
I'm really curious what inspired their name. Like Pieces. What could that mean? Like Reese's Pieces?
I'm pretty sure it was inspired by the hit song from Jessica Simpson. No, wait, no. Ashley Simpson? Pieces of Me?
I was
Oh,
just thinking in the back of my head, I was like, pieces of me joke. But I can't just throw it out there. Who wrote it? I'm glad you're on the ball, Immune.
On it.
We'll give that a fact check and post and see who it truly was.
I'm like 90% sure it's Ashley. I'm gonna go with that.
Oh, poor little Ashley. But I'm pretty sure that I read that Pieces, it took them more pulls on Mythic Unat than it did on Mythic Jaina. I don't know if that's true or not. Because I think Unat might be a quicker fight than Jaina.
Yeah, I remember pretty much everyone got to her like lickety split, and then she was the factor that kept people.
Well, congrats to Reese's Pieces. I love your cereal. Your candy's okay. And actually, no, I hate Reese's Pieces.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm more of an M&M guy. Sorry, Reese's Pieces. Your cups are good though.
Cups are amazing.
And also, I just fact checked it. It is Ashley Simpson, and also this was the song that she got busted on for lip syncing to on SNL. I think.
Oh no! I started on a Monday. On a Monday. Does jig.
Yeah, you can't see right now, but I'm doing the jig. Can you confirm that I'm doing the jig?
Confirmed for jig.
I'm jigging. I can't believe that was her go. Oh, poor gal. That fucked her.
So, over the past week, we all got our BlizzCon tickets, except for me, because I'm poor. But I certainly heard all of the Wet and Wild adventures with my two roommates getting their BlizzCon tickets at the same time as these two. So, how was that process, gang?
Boy, oh boy. I mean, it was chaotic. And you saw that group chat. There were 4 of us frantically trying to figure out what the hell was going on. My sister had just graduated. I'm trying to take family pics with my parents, and all the while I'm on my phone like, BlizzCon, come on, open up. And it was just chaos.
The AXS app, or whatever it's called, was really janky feeling. It kept saying that I was in queue, and then it would get to the end, and then I'd have to play the stupid CAPTCHA game where I'm like, oh, this is a sidewalk. Oh, what the fuck? There's no sidewalks here, or there's no buses here. What is this? And then when I finally do that, then it's like, you are still in line. And then I got to the end of the line, and then immediately just said that the tickets were sold out. I never saw the tickets for sale option until after they were already sold out, even though I was like in line before they even went on sale. So that was weird.
And then on my end, I'm sitting next to him. My phone got me in 27 seconds before he got in. So like I'm in line and it goes, you're in. And I'm like, are you in? And he's like, it says I'm still in line and that it hasn't opened yet. So I'm in line. So I'm in early and I'm like, oh fuck. Who else do you think got in like early? Like did it let them just random accounts in? So I get in and it's like, choose your statue. Do you want the footman or do you want the workman? And I was like in the group chat typing furiously, guys, I'm in. Hurry. Am I getting 2 alliance and 2 horde? Please answer. And I got the order. I put it in. And then it said, sorry, no more tickets are available. And I'm like, what? You're giving me the option to buy the tickets and the statues, but then you're saying they're not available? So, and then it kicked me out. I'm like, oh, huh? So it was just like, I kept re-entering and,
All I know was eventually, well, there was a very big discussion of, because so I have two roommates, both who used to play WoW. One was in the basement, one was in his room upstairs. And even though we were in this group chat, for immediacy, they were communicating via yelling. So I'm in the living room in the middle section, and I hear like, "Orc or footmen?" I was like, "Orc! They say there's no orcs, there's only footmen!"
Wait, he was in the base. How are they yelling to? How are they? That's like
our house is thin enough that you can hear each other if you scream. So I could hear both of them.
Oh my god!
Because I just like turned up the volume on the TV.
But yeah, so eventually our friend, I guess all you had to do, you just had to keep trying, which is really fucked up. Because we were under the impression that once you get into this room, you buy the tickets and you outie. We got into this room and were met with, "Sorry, you're out of tickets."
Then I just kept trying over and over again, and maybe on about the 20th try, I was able to get in and buy 2 tickets with the Alliance Footman statues, and I don't know why at that point I was able to, as opposed to when I was one of the first people in to begin with. I don't know. It was a really big clusterfuck, and while we hoped that this system would be better than last year's, I feel like it definitely wasn't.
Well, I mean, maybe it is better because we got tickets.
Okay, so we got tickets, but it doesn't feel fair. It doesn't feel right.
That's true. Yeah, it does feel a little shitty that, because I think about everybody who just gave up. Like, oh man, it's 1:01 p.m. They must be out of tickets now, I guess, because it says so. But we just like, no, spam, get in. But Will had to die in the sword. Unfortunately, for some reason, it wouldn't let us select the correct statues. So the Hordeman has to have a Alliance Footman instead of his Orc boy that he wanted. So that doesn't feel fair either, that he's buying a ticket and couldn't choose the statue he wanted.
In my opinion, as much as I don't like the Horde, the cooler statue.
In hindsight, I mean, we probably should try to get both, right? We probably should try to get one Footman, one Orc, because we're just going to have 2 Alliance dudes hanging out here, right?
I guess. I mean, I still like the Footman, though.
Oh, yeah.
It's fine.
But, man, yeah, in terms of fairness, this app does not feel very good. It feels real bad. I guess this is like a very prominent site, though, AXS. I've never heard of it before, but apparently it's number 2 in the world behind Ticketmaster. So that's an interesting piece of information there. Why does your app suck so much? There was also a fuck ton of controversy and, may I say, misinformation about the AXS app itself.
Yeah, so what? I saw some posts about that on Reddit when I was doing research. What was going on with that?
So somebody made a post on Reddit, and it blew up times 1,000,000, because people are going to take any single thread they can pull on the "Blizzard sucks" sweater, and basically someone was like, "This app's really bad, everybody. This app is mining your information. It's scraping your phone for every last bit of data it has. It's reading your contacts. It's reading your camera. It can track where you are at any given moment." And I'm just like, first of all, that's literally every app in existence.
That's Facebook, that's Twitter, I'm pretty sure just your phone's camera does that.
Somebody made like a rebuttal that got buried, and they had to make it again so they could see it. They're like, this app doesn't do any of the stuff you're saying. Like, if you deny it access to your contacts, then it won't use it. You can deny it access to your location services, and it won't use it. All you have to do is have a phone and have the people at Blizzard scan it, and that's it. It's not like this evil ticket app that wants all your information. And the only reason it uses contacts is because if you say that Immune wants to transfer tickets to me, it can go through the contacts first and send it to me immediately, instead of having to go through, like, what's your username? Why are you sending it to them? And all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then it started a whole nother thing where everybody was like, well, you see, now Blizzard's requiring you to have phones. Because it says that you need to have a phone to basically, this is your ticket. Your ticket is your phone now. You can't print it out.
Which, like, Shang Tsung resurrected the just hilarious "Don't You Have Phones" memes from BlizzCon 2018.
The best memes will never die.
Except for, like, a week after when it did.
But get this, you don't even need to have a phone. If you buy the ticket online, you can go to a service desk at BlizzCon, and they'll have the app there for you on their phone, and they'll scan it for you. So you don't even have to have this app if you don't want it. So this is just another thing where people are crawling up Blizzard's butt and blowing up. And, like, mainstream, like, WoW community people have been peddling this as being the truth. Belluar in his 55 videos, he made a video that basically said, this app is taking all your information. I saw a post on Reddit about it without even, like, researching anything or looking into anything. So I'm like, great. Now it's, like, super spread, and now people are only going to think that this is the worst app in existence that wants all of your information and your children.
While we try and buy back all the information that the AXS app supposedly scraped out of our phones, let's shoot it to our on-the-scene reporter, Growlina, for Growl on the Prowl.
Hello there, listening audience. It's time for your Canis Corner, your way to stay in the loop with a lupine. It's Growl on the Prowl. I'm here today in the blacksmithing pit of Borealis with Rev66, who's working on his armor. Rev, do you love to raid?
I do heroic raiding with my guild, yeah.
So you're familiar with the use of flasks, right?
Of course, I use the strength ones a lot.
So, do you ever wonder what they taste like?
What?
Like, what they taste like. They come in fun colors. Maybe they're fun flavors. Would you care to try and tell me?
LOL, okay.
So what you have there is a strength flask. The undertow. How is it?
Tangy, like an orange.
How about this number? Flask of the vast horizon. Do you feel more energetic?
Ugh, this one's fruity, like a strawberry.
Okay. How about this agility one? The current.
Definitely minty. Very, very fresh.
Okay. How about this last one? The flask of endless fathoms.
Ugh, this one tastes like straight ass.
Well, that's unfortunate, because that would happen to be my flask. Well, Rev, this has been lovely, but all these cost money, you know. So I'm gonna need like 5K to recoup my losses. How's about helping me out? Well, Rev just got on a giant man and sprinted away, so I guess I'm 5 G's in the hole. Time to go panning for Azurite, I guess. Till next time, this has been your girl.
Thanks for weighing in, Growlina. See you next week.
There she goes. She's running off to Borealis.
I gotta get my flasks. Just kidding, I can make them.
We're probably going to see information real soon about that the new organ model, I bet.
I sure hope so.
Oh.
If I can see that boy in motion, I would be very happy.
I have a feeling it's going to be blue and lanky and look like a toddler in a Sonic suit.
Awesome. All my dreams, they say dreams never come true, but I'm here to tell them wrong.
Wait, we have to go back to that. I saw a thing that said, there's a scene in the movie where you see a pile of Sonic's shoes, Does this mean at one point we're gonna see Sonic take off his shoes and show off his little footsies?
No.
And then just
no.
start off a spew of deviant artists.
Well,
to
I
deviant
mean,
art.
that's already like a prevailing theme for years.
But imagine it being official. They'll have official artwork to go off of his little toes.
I already don't like the fact that his gloves are just colored hands. I don't like his his fleshy-looking white hands. I hope those get changed, but
They have.
something tells me they're a low priority.
Oh, give him big old gloves.
You know he's going to have big old picket fence teeth now, because people made fun of his little shark teeth.
Shark teeth. Ooh ha ha.
Shark teeth lava girl.
I want to talk
Okay,
about
that's-
stuff I saw online.
What'd you find online?
This is a segment that I call The Hero's Call Board.
Oh, wow.
This week's posting is from level 120 Tauren Warrior, which means this motherfucker's probably killed me 1,000 times. Great Bobo.
Wait, hold up. You say great or grape, as in the fruit?
Great Bobo. Like, there was a bunch of Bobos, but this is the best one.
Okay.
What does
I'm
Great
listening.
Bobo have to say?
Pick 3 Alliance leaders to die.
Oh,
Say
God.
you're a lead developer. Ian walks up to you and says, "We haven't killed enough Alliance leaders throughout the entire game. The scores need to be
Sounds about
even
right.
to give the appearance of fairness. Who do you choose?"
Oh, boy.
So in you guys'
That's a
opinion,
look.
who are 3 Alliance leaders, or if you just want to do 1 or 2, but I'm gonna do 3 that you feel like could be killed and the story could continue.
Well, okay, I'm gonna just throw Velen into the mix because he already isn't there. He's already died once, so
Yeah, I feel like he's the universal, like, everyone's first pick for that. Like, he can go, because his story's been told now.
He saw his son, Rakish. So yeah, I guess I kind of agree with that. I guess Velen's old crusty ass can go, and we can put Yrel in his place instead.
you're
Okay, but like, who are the other 2? Like, who else do I fucking pick?
I am going to get, and this is not even just personal biases, this is the only
Oh,
unit.
here we
no,
go.
don't say it.
This
Don't
is
say
the
it. Here we go.
only unit that has 2 leaders. I think killing Malfurion would do a lot to mobilize the druids. It would impact the community, and you would still have, in my opinion, the more important night elf leader there.
But who's gonna kill him? Who's gonna do it?
Solano.
Someone who hates
Soprano.
nature.
Also, I think if they kill Malfurion, then the Horde druids are gonna be pissed off because he's still cool with them. They're
Yeah,
still tight.
They're all tight in like the Cenarians. Well, then, would you say that, what's her face? The
No.
No, I think it's fine. It would just add a whole nother aspect of storyline, which is fine. And then
Damn.
who would the third be then? Let's
We can kill Varian.
As much as I hate to say it, I think they could write a story where Gen Baby dies.
I mean, he has been, I would say, the most brash of the Alliance leaders. He's been taking a lot of shots of his own throughout the past expansions, right? He's been like he
Mhm.
attacked Sylvanas in Stormheim, in Legion.
He's been
kind of done a lot
on
of
he's been
stuff.
on the front lines of a lot of BFA stuff recently.
not using any weapons.
Yes, again, baby, stop it! I want to pull out my knife. Like, do you see this? I'm a caster. You can have my knife if you want. Please stay
Again,
safe
just
out
like-
here.
Again, just like I don't know how to use it.
Then who takes control after him? Darius Crowley? He's still around, right? Is Darius Crowley still around?
Yeah, Darius Crowley's still around. I could see it. Because also
So,
he and Gen
would we
are
be-
friends.
Would we be looking for a leader of Gilneans or the Worgen? Like
I guess his daughter would lead because you're right. It's just Gilneans as a whole, so they don't have to be a Worgen. So yeah,
it would be
his daughter.
Tess, right?
Yeah, he is the premier one because he's the only shifter amongst them. so he can be the Gilneans in the Worgen. But as much as I want it to be a thing, the Worgen aren't asserting themselves as a people. They're just saying we're Gilneans, and when we get angry, we get big.
It is weird that there aren't more named Worgens. Like, I've got 2. Again, Darius Crowley. Who else is there?
Like Fiona, but she just happens to be a Worgen. She doesn't, like, talk to the other Gilneans or the other Worgens. She's just there.
She just travels the world in her little caravan.
Mm-hmm.
Growlina, I guess. I guess by this point, she's pretty high up there on the names.
I mean, yeah,
Worgen list.
she's not that famous, but being the third best is still something.
She is third in line in case Tess does not want to take the throne.
That's yeah, they need to make more named Worgen. Come on.
Come on.
So if we don't choose Gen, who would our 4th choice be?
There's like
I feel
infinity
it's
dwarves.
It's too early to kill Anduin, and then I don't even know where that chain would go. And
If you kill one of the Council of 3 Hammers, does that count as a leader, even though they're all leading? Like if you killed Falstad?
I would say, yeah, if you killed Falstad, that would work, because that's a whole group of dwarves that are thrown into chaos. I personally, if Magni's getting goofed on, like he's about to, there is no real need for Moradin anymore, right?
Well, what do you mean?
Well, because we have a Bronzebeard that's coming back, so his spot, he can just go and take the Bronzebeard spot on the council, which means we can lose Moradin.
I don't think Magni can go back to being an alliance leader by this point. I think they're going to keep him as this weird neutral character, because he said in that comic when he was like back from the dead, he wasn't dead, but when he started moving around again, he was like, I don't want the throne. That was a good dwarf voice. That was amazing.
Hey, I don't want the throne. Fuck it.
He's a
Danny
goblin
DeVito,
now.
show me a throne.
Show me a scepter.
He basically was like, yeah, I don't want it. I'm the people's champion now, he said. And then he walked out and he raised an eyebrow, and that was it. So I mean, but to be fair, Murden, I would say, has actually done less than Falstad. At least we ride around with. Wait, does Murden show up at all in the invasions? Because we ride around with Falstad in the war campaign. In
Altaric, or not Altaric, in what's it called, Valley, he is one of the heroes that can show up there.
So yeah, he's done nothing in the what are those called? Oh my god, Darkshore and Warfronts. Boy, tells you how much we play those things, huh?
Yeah.
I guess probably Muradin then, and then there's no more Bronzebeards.
But
Yeah, I think my official pick would be killing the 2 dwarves that aren't Moira and Velen.
I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't make it into a kill, marry, fuck situation. Come on, forums.
That's what our podcast is for.
okay, well, the gauntlet has been thrown down. KMF, the Council of 3 Hammers. It's official.
I mean, if we're doing the Council of 3 Hammers, I gotta marry Moira. Her son will rule the Dark Iron and all of its lands.
I have to agree, because then I can say my son-in-law will rule all of the Dark Iron.
So which one of those hairy boys are you going to kill, and which one of them are you going to bed?
I'm probably going to kill Muradin and bed Falstad. Falstad doesn't wear a shirt. He has sweet tattoos. So I feel like that enough as a hunk factor that's above Muradin's sweaty armor.
I have to second that. Who wouldn't want to have a wild hammer in bed, right?
Oh, you know what they say, wild hammer, wild in bed.
He's certainly well-traveled. I think I'm going to have to give him that solid F vote there. So, by Muradin, you've been universally gotten rid of.
Now I'm kind of afraid that I'll find out where the namesake Wildhammer came from, and that does not sound enjoyable.
It's shaped like a big club. Champion.
They all just say the same thing every time.
It's a vocal tick. I'm sorry, champion.
But that reminds me of a time war. Are you kids ready?
Yeah.
Is your timer ready?
My timer is actually ready for once in my life. So, you guys know a lot. Well, I know Immune knows a little bit. In fact, I think this might actually hurt Aaron. I don't think he knows anything about this place. You guys know about the Dark Moon Fair, right?
Oh no! I mean, yes, I do.
Yes.
I know it exists.
Let's see how many daily quest games in the Dark Moon Fair you can name. Ready, set, begin.
Shoot
Okay,
the
so you have
orc.
ring toss,
bash
you
the
have
gnome,
cannon thingy,
the
launch
cannon,
cannon thing into the circle in the water. You have the racing various like mechanical things around the island. You
I only did 3.
You have the bop 'em thing.
Shit, I only did 3. You blow bubbles.
What else is there?
You.
Oh no, you have you fly through the air with your wings and go through the rings.
You tell Silas he looks good. He's got his hat.
Time. At the beginning, you guys said a lot of words at the same time that were just descriptions, so I'm really not sure who said what. I think Aaron said bash gnomes. Is that correct?
I said I said either bash or bop the knolls.
Okay. I think I'm gonna have to give that one to Immune. I'll run the tape back and I'll edit this in post for realsies.
Ding! Editor's note. First of all, Aaron most definitely did say bash the gnome, which is definitely a hate crime. And I'll roll the tape back now for you to hear.
Bash the gnome.
And also, Immune won that one by like 4-1. So there we go. I did it. I did it this time for once. Okay, I guess now we're gonna go back to the future. Ooh. Wait, or is it really the past? It's the past.
To give an actual counter so I can stop and listen. But you guys were actually going pretty deep in that one. You guys were doing pretty good.
Which ones did we miss, I guess?
Well, the ones that there are blazing wings, where you fly through the wings of flame in the circles. Human cannonball, where you shoot into the water. Ring toss, the fucked up one, where you throw rings on the back of turtles. What the fuck are you doing on the Dark Moon Fair? You have the shooting arcade, where you shoot the little targets. You have the Tonk Challenge, where you control the robot and shoot other robots. And you got Whack-A-Mole, except it's Whack-A-Knoll. Why is it called Whack-A-Mole? So there you go. That's what the quests are.
Well, I did not name any of those, or very little of those, so I will take my shot here.
Chug.
Always fun. It actually is, because it's Malibu, and Malibu goes down well.
Ooh,
Malibu, baby.
Malibu, baby.
So another thing that has been mined from PTR. Well, it's not even mined, right? It's just a quest that people are doing in PTR, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's just there because the Najatar is open for business, which I think I'm going to go in there. So next week I can talk about how I feel about the water world.
So anyways, people have made it through the main Najatar quest lines, and after you finish them, they have 2 separate quest lines, one for Horde and one for Alliance, which are kind of parallel to each other, where you either work with Thalrissa if you're Horde or Chandris if you're Alliance, and you basically discover like the ghosts of their old friends and family members that died in the Sundering.
Yeah, it's when the water comes in and takes down Zinashari.
So for us, the storyline would be following Chandris and interacting with the ghost of her brother, Janius Feathermoon, who, I guess, drowned when the city of
Zenashari,
fell underwater. He was just chilling there, and I guess he just drowned, so.
Yep, and
Yeah.
he was like, my big sister Chandris will make water go away. And like, so as he was drowning, it's like, this is all her fault.
Like, I'm sorry. He must have been like just a straight up mad up child, right? And I don't think so. Because he just drowned. This is Janius, my closest childhood friend. We were playing together. So yeah, they were playing. So hopefully they were kids and not grown as adults. Because let me tell you, you have a lot of time around that breath, boy.
We're on one big continent. We never need to learn how to swim. Ha 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 ha.
So why does she call him closest childhood friend? Or isn't it her brother?
Yeah, in the last part, when after you fight the mini boss and then he comes out to talk to her, it's like, my sister. And she's like, Brother Janios.
I mean, I guess your brother can be your closest childhood friend, right?
That's true, especially if he doesn't make it out of childhood with you.
Oh, God. Aaron, you can attest.
I was about to say, I am the only one on here that has a brother. One time, Adam hit me really hard because he said my fingers smelled like poop. So, that's
Then
not
did he
my
die in the
childhood. And yeah, I did. He hit me so hard that I turned into a ghost. And years later, when he used his lay on hands to heal his teammate, I showed up and I was like, you're right, brother. My fingers did smell like poop.
Yuck.
So, I was mostly reading in lines. What does First Arcanist Philandreth even get? Because it sounds like she just gets talked down to by Ashara. And then when you fight the mini-boss, there is no, like, touching reunion. She's just like, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, so in both scenarios, you interact with an image of Queen Ajara, and if you're Alliance, then she's just like, oh, little Chandris, you, like, fancied yourself as a general. She's like, filth like you shall be washed off the streets of Zinashari. Like, yeah, fine, that's a little bit of a threat, but if you are with the Horde, then Queen Ajara is like, to Tharissa, you would presume to challenge my magic, Tharissa? Allow me to demonstrate why you never ascended to Grand Magictress.
Oof.
And then,
Ajara with these cuts.
and then all her boys in the background are like, oh!
Well, and then she continues, and then she says, I can abide the ignorance of your companions, but you should know better than to defy your rightful queen. And I'm like, girl, this episode of Untucked is crazy.
Sips on absolute vodka cocktail.
But it kind of goes into, I kind of think that this is a little cooler, because Chandris is like, my brother, he drowned. Oh, he's a ghost. Chandris is like, yeah, I had this guy, this girl. I had this person that I trained, my most gifted student. She has such pretty hair, it says in the text. But then, I think Queen Ajara ends up turning her against her. She, like, makes her a bad guy. Because in the text, it says, but I digress. You hope to be reunited with a lost loved one. Allow me to grant your wish. And Abyssal Commander Savara, who is the person that...
Oh, yeah, that's
trains.
That's the mini-boss. That's going to be the first boss of the raid.
Yeah, she says, for Queen Ajara. And then fucking Ajara says, enough, Savara. My subjects cannot grovel if they're dead. I'll allow them one final chance to kneel before my throne. We got some Game of Thrones shit going on over here. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
And I assume we just killed this person, or we watch her die. Probably, right? It doesn't really say the fate of Savara or anything.
I assume we kill... I know that the text said that she is the first boss in the Ajara raid, so I mean, I assume we kill her.
That's awesome. Hell yeah. Yeah, there's some interesting stuff going on in here. I'm really excited for this raid. I think it'd be nice having a cool refresher. There's going to be some... It's like the artwork in there looks neat, and Ajara's a badass. It's going to be good.
I'm excited.
So, since we saved him from last week, I say it's his time to shine now as sexiest NPC of the week.
Ooh, who are you talking about, boy?
We talking about Dita Data Data member Archdruid Lothorius.
We're 2 out of 6 on Dita boys.
Dita boys.
And something tells me that we're only going to be 2 out of 6. I don't have much to say about Zaza.
Hey man,
Hey,
Zaza's...
our hot Tauren mama's coming at a later date.
Ooh,
Let's
girl.
start.
I'll have you know that they added Lithorius and never changed him. Because when you have perfect, there's no need to go back for another patch, baby.
I gotta say, I've never seen a Night Elf rocking these baby blue colors before. He's rocking his baby blue. He's got his little feather shoulders going on. He's got his little hay. He's wearing, I would say, as little clothing as he possibly could muster.
Ooh,
He's got no shoes.
Girl, then you must not remember the Night Elf men at that one part of Nazmir.
Oh, yeah, remember. They had that loincloth on, and you could spin around and see under there.
The sweet traditional
But I'd
Night
say
Elves.
Lithorius is so powerful. Even with that big pleated skirt, I still know what's
Bold
going
choice.
on. I see him swinging while he walks.
Yeah, if you look closely, you can see an outline of right there under his little white feathers. There it is.
There he goes. I like that
he's
they crafted him a nice Wrath era shirt, and someone says, "Jason, I just got a note. He's got those good pecs, those good thighs, though. We gotta show him off. Should I get rid of the shoulders? No, just get rid of the shirt now, Johnson."
I heard that Archdruid Lithorius is the real reason that Blizzard was convinced that we need a hide chest option.
Yo, he did this. He's got no bracers. He's got no gloves. He's got no chest.
He's got no belt.
No belt. You can see that V line go a little too deep there. If you look at his belly, look at that. Look how deep that goes.
Girl.
But I actually do like the color scheme of this. Like, yeah.
I would say it's actually pretty unique for a druid.
It's a mog I'd fuck with.
Those shoulders are so goddamn hairy. What do you think it's made out of? Like little hay? Like little leaves? Like what kind of leaves is that? We don't know.
Blue ones.
Blue leaves that he dipped into that wispy pool behind him.
My favorite Archdruid Lithorius moment is if you come over after killing an animal, most people will scream at you that they're angry, but he'll just say, "Why have you done this?"
Poor guy.
He's such a sympathetic character. He truly believes in those deer that love to attack you because, okay, I'm a fire mage. I can't control my crowd control thing. I'm trying to save you, stupid deer.
Have you been splashed with paint in that zone before? Because you can be splashed with like blood if you kill animals there, I'm pretty sure.
No, I usually just
I
get
don't think
my
I've ever
blood
been
from
here.
killing the animals.
Well, I think Immune, when you level another character, this should be your area to go to, so you can see all of the hot business we're talking about with the Zadita, Data, Duda.
Where is Data, Duda, Data, Dampa at?
Central Borean
Andrew
Tundra.
Duda is in Borean Tundra.
Oh, yeah, and I didn't see it because I made the worst decision of my life and leveled through Outland on Garage, so...
You fool. All right, Archdruid Lithorius, your awards in the mail. I almost said your checks in the mail. I'm not giving you no money. I don't fucking think so.
I am. I'm going to pay him for looking so good. Then he'll probably
we
just
bought
use
BlizzCon
it.
tickets. We don't have money.
Not me. I got honey money. Lithorius, your check's in the mail, baby.
Oh, shit. All right, I think with that, we can move into our top 2 medium moot and bottom boo of the week. All right, so we'll start off first like we normally do with Aaron. What you got for your top 2 medium moot or bottom boo?
My top 2 of the week goes out to new lifelong friend and defender Poppins, the Void Elf Rogue.
Poppins.
I was out there in Red Ridge getting supplies to get the Silas thing to like power level my alchemy. When all of a sudden 2 Hordes showed up out of nowhere and I'm fighting them off. I'm running. I'm like, I'm doing anything, but they're going to kill me. All of a sudden my boy Poppins comes out from behind a tree and he starts sapping them and stabbing them, and together we kill them both. And I say, thank you. He goes, I'll always be here to defend the downtrodden.
Oh, Poppins.
And I said, Poppins, are you just gonna, like, what are you doing here? Are you just gonna stay here? He goes, I've got a couple hours to kill. I'm tired of the horde running around here, and I've come to make sure that they like. He had a whole speech. I'm like, damn, Poppins, you're cool. Also, you
Holy
probably have
shit.
no job. Because he said he was going to be there for like a couple more hours. I was like, you do you, Poppins.
I don't know what you're talking about. He just found a job.
Yeah, he's got a job.
Protecting the
Send him
citizens of
that check.
Redridge.
Send the check to him. You need to pay that man for his service.
Thank you, Poppins. I'll never forget you. So, Slide, what's poppin' with you?
Oh, I like that. I'm going to have to give my medium moot to Assassination Rogue.
Oh no!
I have been playing Outlaw because my sweet big boy, his name is Frigate. He's very ship-based. He's a pirate. He's got a parrot on his shoulder. He rides around in the pirate ship. I'm like, I gotta play Outlaw Rogue. I was like, well, Assassination's doing more in PvP, so I'll try that out. And I just don't understand it. I want to learn, but I just feel like I'm just like, yeah, and doing no damage with my poisons and bleeds. But I feel like if I keep trying, I'll get the hang of it. But right now, Assassination for me just feels meh. So
Mute.
I'm gonna. Is it the first medium moot? I think it's a pretty
I-
decent
I-
medium moot.
I had a joking one, but this is the first real one, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like the problem's me. It's not Assassination Rogue. It feels like I'm just like banging my dagger on their head and so like stabbing them with it. I don't know. I'll figure it out. What about you, Immune? What you got?
I have another bottom boot.
Oh no!
So, we had a little bit of World PvP as we were doing our emissaries this week. I was on my Druid Garage, and there was this one shaman who kept coming over and attacking us. And, you know, we killed his friend, blood DK. So, like, we were like, wow, we're like actually geared now. We can kill blood DKs. So I thought this was going to be a top 2 worthy. But no, this shaman kept getting away from us. He would turn into spirit wolf form and run away. And he had like a trait, I don't know if it's a talent or an Azerite trait, that when he's in spirit wolf form, it heals him. And let me just say, like, all of our
those
dots.
traits for shaman. I know because I have them. I have them like exclusively on my big boy.
Oh, so it's Azerite traits?
Or no, it's just like PvP traits.
Oh, I see. But anyways, the passive healing from being in spirit wolf form was stronger than my dots and Slide's dots on him, and he was moving too fast that we could not kill him. He got away like 3 times. We could not kill him. I'm like, this is too much healing. This is a bottom boot.
He's also, it's because he was a shaman, he was able to water walk, so he's running on the water, and we can't catch him. We're like, we're swimming in the water, we can't catch him. We're just watching his health go up, and I'm like, this is bullshit. This is wrong. Though I was also on my Assassination Rogue, which I said earlier, I don't know how to play properly, so that may have been part of it.
Regardless, bottom boot.
Boot. But alright, I think that's probably all we got. You guys got anything else? Nothing? We're good?
Nope.
We good here.
Alright, so we can close out. If you guys have any questions, complaints, if you want to send me tattoos to review, and I can say, good tattoo, or I can say, bad tattoo, you can email us at donotrelenttpod@gmail.com. You can tweet at us at donotrelenttpod, and maybe you'll see us at BlizzCon wearing a special Do Not Relent shirt. Who knows? What about you guys? Where can they find you kids on the playground?
You can find me in the Jungle Gym on Twitter at New Era Alex.
Yo, you can catch me hustling by the swings. And you can catch me, Aaron the Human, at The Big Cheesy on Twitter. And I just want to say, while you're sending Slide tattoos, if you want to send me pictures of Tattoo from Fantasy Island, you can. But there is no bad or good tattoos when it comes to him. They're all good.
Oh man, I love me some tattoo. That little man just gets me going.
The plane!
The plane.
You could also send us some like really nice scenery pics from Tatooine if you want.
Yeah, some good tattoos.
Shit.
You can also send us your favorite tattoo song.
Man, there's so many things you can send us. Send us something.
Please, I'm dying.
Help. That's it from us. We'll see you guys next week. And remember,
Another down! Do not relent!
Do Not Relent is a podcast within the 3HNC network, representing U.S. Proudmoore's premier podcasts.
That was a very good wish.